Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Today we're discussing the fascinating area within technology where physical products in the real world intersect with the digital world and Web3. We're talking about the tokenization of physical products and real-world physical assets on the blockchain, the interesting phenomenon of Web3 Phygitals, and why a lot of today's brands and hottest creators see this as a potentially huge new opportunity. To help us make sense of all of this, we have with us today the CEO and founder of Qliktag, Dilip Daswani, and the co-founder and director of product marketing at Qliktag, Neil Sakara. Welcome to the podcast, Dilip and Neil.
Hi, it's good to be here. Thanks for having us.
For our viewers who may not know much about Qliktag, can you tell us a little bit more? What is it exactly that you do?
Certainly. So I think the best way to sort of describe what we do is maybe through an example. But let me say that the reason we built this platform is so we saw sort of a changing environment of the types of products companies and creators want to build. Producers of physical products wanted to really add some digital value on top of those physical products. And to do that right, you really needed a platform like ours that allowed you to do that. So let me give you an example. So let's take a very simple physical product, a razor blade, right? So today, you don't think of any sort of digital aspect to a razor blade, but certainly if you had a capability where you could tap on the razor blade and it kept track of how many times you used it to shave, you could avoid overuse of that razor blade, stop cuts, maybe provide a notification to the user that they ought to be changing that razor blade because they've used it over a certain number of times. And so it adds interesting capabilities to a very simple product like a razor blade. Well, the issue is, how do you ensure that information that's getting updated in the cloud with the number of times you've used this razor blade is only possible in the presence of the razor blade itself by tapping on the razor blade? So nobody can go to that website or that link and update that information without actually having that razor blade with you. And so the technology we have allows you to do that in a manner that doesn't require an app to be installed. It works with mobile phones out of the box, and so you can provide these capabilities in a manner that it can't be replicated outside the presence of that physical product, which is really important if you're doing where you want to have a digital counterpart that's attached to that item, so it can't be messed with outside of that item.
And would this be for